Ding, ding, Adam, baby. Ding.
Let's freaking go, baby.
Dude, I'm ready, man. Dude, it was a huge week. A huge week. I'm so pumped.
That's a huge.
That's a huge week. So it was, man. I mean, you had Raw, SmackDown, you had Dynamite, which is awesome as always. You had the debut of Rampage, and then because we're coming to you guys at our new amazing time slot, which is going to be from now on, we're going to go live Thursdays at 8 p.m. Central Time.
Yep.
And that allows us to not coexist with AEW Dynamite. So now we're able to actually cover the Dynamite that just happened not a week ago.
Isn't there Impact on tonight?
Don't count.
It does count because people
don't count. Don't count.
Count.
Oh yeah, and massive shout out too as well that we are officially we're streaming on Twitch tonight, y'all. So
we are streaming on Twitch.
Well, you know what else streams on Twitch, right?
Impact.
So,
hey, you know what though? I'll take all the Impact views if we could get them.
Let's do this. Tell them your story about watching really quickly watching Impact on Twitch earlier today when you're trying to watch it.
So we were messing with Twitch at work today for a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, Impact, cool! I'm going to watch last week's episode." I click on Twitch, I click on Impact, and it pulls up a match that I don't even know what year this was from, but it was Christian Cage versus who was in there? Bully Ray and AJ Styles with his short crew cut hair, which was forever ago.
Yeah, baby.
And I'm like, do they still play? I know they play live episodes on there because
they do. It's intermingled, dude. It's intermingled. I've recorded it for weeks. Weird, but I get like when I record one episode, I get like 9. I told you. I turned it on one time and I saw Rhino goring AJ Styles in an Ultimate X. It's like, this isn't recent. But what do we want to do, man? Before we ever start, I'm stealing Adam's thunder.
No, you do it.
You guys rate, review, subscribe, share. We're really, really trying to zero in at this point. We love our listeners on Apple. We love them on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, all those great places. But we've really kind of switched ourselves more towards the video persuasion. Mm-hmm. So if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please make sure you go smash that subscribe. I think we're sitting at how many subscribers right now?
65, somewhere in there.
65. I want 70 by this time next week. I want at least 70. So you guys pass the word around. Let's see if we can't hit that goal. See if we can get it to 70. Me and him have already talked. We're more than willing to give away some more free shit when we hit 100.
Yep.
So massive shout out to that. Dude, man.
Real quick, too, I want to shout out a couple of – well, I want to shout out a sponsor. Go ahead and do our sponsor because you usually do that. But I'm going to let you do the sponsor shout out since you're the one that's going to be fielding all of these calls.
Oh, yes. I'm going to do it?
Yeah, do it. Do it
okay.
I got to take a drink of my seltzer because I don't have any other beer.
Yeah, of course. Okay, massive shout out to our probably one of our largest sponsors, not only to this show, but to the network in general, One Call Technology. One Call Technology is the leading telecommunications business, mainly focused in the Middle Tennessee area, but it can travel everywhere, obviously by our lovely 1-800 number. If you think you're paying way too much on your bill, if you think your phone sucks. I said it last time. I think I may have said it in my other podcast. If your phone's yellow, it's supposed to be white. It's time to get a new one. So all those things, give us a call, 1-888-585-8850. You can also go to the website, onecalltech.com. If you do these things, if you reach out to us, you're going to get me or you're going to get Adam, and Adam's going to give you to me. I'll help you out. I'll try to get you guys some money saved. But also, please, please, please say the podcast sent you or Turnbuckle Times or Lounge Room Network, something to where we can decipher where it's coming from so we know that you guys are doing that. And I want to clarify one quick thing about this. We always talk about where we're located. Dude, y'all, we got listeners all over the country, all over the world, because we do tap into the UK. Dude, y'all, we can hook you guys up as well. We can do our lovely, what's called our hosted phone system. We can program it, ship it to you, and fix it through the internet. So don't feel like you're confined by where you live. So that's my spiel, bro.
That was a good spiel, man.
It's a good spiel, man.
Shout out to just the Lounge Room Network in general. It's been great for everybody that's joined. We're adding podcasts still. We just added one a couple days ago.
Yeah.
So shout out to Juan and Brandon and Rhino and everybody there that does that. I just want to say, as me being the COO/CFO there, I appreciate everybody that puts their time into these shows. I know what it takes because I do 3 and help try to run a network and have a full-time job with Steven. So I know how hard it is, and I appreciate everybody that and I appreciate everybody in our wrestling community too that does wrestling podcasts. It's awesome to see. So just a quick shout out to everybody that
shit. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Front Face Lock is in the building, you guys.
Me and Front Face Lock this week. Me and Front Face Lock were DMing because we had some stuff going on in our group chat. So it got a little fucking heated in there.
Hey, I want to say one thing too, though. I want to say before we dive into this, as we're talking about all this, yes, massive shout out to the wrestling community, you guys, and massive and yeah, I mean, I'm not like a COO or a CFO or anything like that. I'm just a dude who covers 2 podcasts, and yes, massive shout out to Lounge Room. They run between Adam and Juan and Brandon and Rhino. They run the podcast network in a way that allows you to be you. Every show is different. If you've got something you don't like wrestling, Adam has a Bama one that's coming soon, coming back again soon. Mm-hmm. You know, he's got a golf one. I've got a Colts one. We've got Packers and Bears and Lions. Oh, do we have Lions?
No
more Lions. No more Seahawks and the Washington football team and all over the place.
Golf.
So there's something that fits.
Yeah, I mean,
just go and find it. So, want to get all that out of the way really quickly too. We want to make sure we give a massive shout out to our other sponsor, which is Fanatics.
Hold on, what are you drinking tonight? I know it's probably Ryan that came in just because I know, but so I had to drink a fucking seltzer tonight.
Oh, you poor man.
Because no, I do have a Miller Lite over here, which I was saving for later, but I had to drink a seltzer because it's the only goddamn beer I had in the house.
Hey, you know where the Yeah,
I know. I'll get my skirt out in a second.
In this recording studio, the mountains are always blue.
That Coors Light does look very tasty, might I add, Steven.
It is. Okay. We're losing viewers by the second. Okay.
We're good. Let's go.
Oh, Frank Racelock. I think, do we have a Bills one?
We do not.
I don't know if we have one, but we will probably eventually. Okay. All right. So let's actually get to the stuff, dude. Yes.
Let's go. Yeah.
Okay, man. Where you want to start? You want to start SmackDown? Let's start SmackDown.
We'll start SmackDown. That's fine.
SmackDown, baby. There it is. SmackDown was good.
It was good.
It was good. It had its moments. It had my favorite thing were, surprisingly enough, for those who watch this long enough, no, I fucking hate promos for the most part. But my favorite part was actually the 2 promos.
Yeah.
The contract signing and the promo with Cena and Reigns. I love Cena and Reigns. I loved that promo.
That was probably the highlight of SmackDown for me. Was the promo. It was good. It was entertaining. And for, like you said, for the most part, promos are promos, right? I hate the thing about promo. I don't mind a promo. What I hate is a promo at the beginning for 20 minutes before anybody even touches a ring wrestling. That's when I can't stand it. If you're ending the show like that, you know what I mean? It's not horrible.
Right.
But that promo was really good. Cena's great on the mic anyway. But Reigns,
should I drop the knowledge I told you today that I found out that they reported about the promo?
Yeah, go ahead.
For those who don't know, one of the coolest freaking things about this promo was that Reigns and Heyman got together and they wrote their stuff.
Right.
Cena got his own stuff, wrote his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No writers involved. and they both mutually agreed we will not see each other backstage till we see each other in the ring. Don't tell me what you're going to say. So all the reactions in the ring were 100% authentic. It was my favorite part, seriously, hands down. It's in the title, is when Cena goes 1, 2, 3, and you're the answer to a trivia question. That one, and when he called his teeth bars of soap.
Dude, I fucking lost it when he did that. Dude, I lost it. But can you, if you're anybody, a wrestling fan, and if Cena breaks the record, say he beats Reigns, I don't think he's going to, which we'll talk about a little bit later what our plans are, but you will forever know who Cena beat to become this, I'm not going to say the greatest wrestler of all time, but to hold the most championships. You'll know for the rest of your life. It's going to, I mean, you would know that it's going to be Roman Reigns.
Now, you say that, but can you tell me who Flair beat to become 16-time?
Hell no.
Neither can I. But it was probably like Dusty Rhodes. Good guess. They fought like 15 times.
I can't even tell you the last time he won a major title. Let's not bring up Ric Flair with all this controversy that's going on with him.
He came out and said it wasn't him.
Yeah, I know. Anyway.
Well, dude, did you hear what he said? He was like, Ric Flair doesn't take trains. Was his response. It's like, Ric Flair, they literally said, the report was, Ric Flair literally took a private jet down to Mexico to make the appearance at AAA for Andrade. So he ain't riding no trains. And if you're wondering what that is, just Google it, y'all. You'll find it real quick. There you go. He beat Nash. I love you guys. We're going to have them on again soon. All right. What else did you like, dude?
Dude, I actually like Shinsuke winning.
I hate Apollo Crews so much.
Well, I know you don't like him.
I mean,
you don't hate him as much as Nia Jax, but
no, we'll get to her.
We will get to her. I like Shinsuke winning. I was kind of shocked at him winning when it's a week before SummerSlam.
But Apollo didn't have a match.
I know. We'll get to that too.
Oh, yes. We'll get
to that.
Let's do that. What we were talking about earlier today? Yes, we will discuss that as well.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I like Shinsuke. He's not
a placeholder. Is he a placeholder to you?
For who?
What is this? Intercontinental? I mean, I would guess. Normally, I would say like a Kevin Nash or
a Kevin Nash
kind of that ilk, but they're not on.
Did you just say Kevin Nash? Kevin Nash,
not Kevin Nash. Kevin Owens, but
my God, I was like, is Kevin Nash back? And I didn't realize it with his bum knees.
One of the like a Riddle or a Damian Priest. The issue with that is they're both on Raw, but you could easily do a mix up. When the draft comes around and move them around.
Yeah. The Shinsuke thing I liked. I don't know what it is. I don't like the Alpha Academy, but I like Otis being the way he is now. I'm torn a little bit. Do you like the Alpha Academy? Is that what you were going to say?
I don't know. Okay, so the issue is the Alpha Academy is only one person. But I love the intensity that Otis has. Like, I love it.
Like, Chad Gable's an amazing in-ring wrestler. I mean, he's Olympic. I mean, he's an Olympian, for God's sake.
They need more people.
Yeah, they need to. Are you saying it needs to be another faction, in essence?
Kind of like he needs more. You got to be more than just one person. That's not an academy. That's a private tutor.
Look at front face like Scott talking about
Dude,
Otis.
He does look like Bobby Hill. He does, but he's so serious, man. I mean, he just goes out. All he does now is go out there and just smash people. I love it.
Hold on a second. I want to know why Noob changed his name, because I'm pretty sure that's who that is. If I'm not mistaken.
Noob, is it?
I think
Supersonic X?
I think so.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
What do we think of Asuka?
Yeah, if it's Noob, you bring up
out
Asuka
there for you, Noob.
But yeah, you are right in a way, Steven. I think that I just don't know how to take it. I love Otis's character right now. I love it.
Literally, he smashes people
He just smashes people.
all day.
Let's talk a little bit about Sasha and Bianca.
Hell yes. Yes, let's do that. Let's do that.
Don't crush your mountains, bro. We're going to
Sasha's
talk.
gonna win.
Really?
No, probably not.
You want her to win?
Very much.
Because you hate Bianca Belair.
Hate's a strong word, bro.
You hate Nia Jax.
I hate Nia Jax, yes. But hate's a strong word for Bianca. I did love the bank statement on the table. Like that was. But here's the thing. You know Sasha's gonna lose because she's had the upper hand twice now going into SummerSlam.
Yeah.
They've ended the show twice with her just, kicking that ass. So she's gonna lose.
Yeah, I think she will too. I don't want to do a bunch of. Told you.
Yeah, that is noob. What up, noob?
Speaking of that, noob / Supersonic X, you need to DM us because I don't think you were
email do something.
Do something. I don't think you were on last week when we did our giveaway, but Steven randomly somehow selected you for our free merch giveaway. So you need to DM us on Twitter or email us, whatever you can do,
yes.
So we can find out, one, your shirt size, and two,
what you want.
What you want. So do that.
I'm sorry, we don't buy the singlets.
Yeah, you want a Otis singlet,
trunks,
or knee pads with their name on it.
Maybe an RKO, hoodie. That's a nice little outfit too.
Mm-hmm.
But
what I don't want to do is give away SummerSlam our picks because I think we're gonna try to do something before SummerSlam on Saturday.
I think we're gonna try to do something fun for y'all. If we do it, you guys will know.
Yep.
So we're excited about that. Obviously,
we got some other things we're gonna do too, which we'll get to at the. We'll end with with our ideas that we have, so everybody knows. But, yeah. See, I'm torn because I like Bianca Belair. I don't love her. I like her. I really, really like Sasha Banks.
I love Sasha
a lot. Like,
Sasha's one of the best female wrestlers. No, I'm not going to say.
Well,
be careful.
No. If Bayley wasn't hurt, does Sasha come back that quick?
Depends. I don't know why she took time off.
Okay.
Now I will say the last time before that time off was for mental health.
Yeah.
She's openly come out and said that she was on Broken Skull sessions. She said it was a mental health break. She needed the grind of it.
Yeah.
So it was pre-planned, but I don't know if it was like a mental health break kind of thing or what it was. Mm-hmm. Part of me thinks the plan was always for her to come back when fans came in anyway.
Right.
I think that's the plan with Becky, but for some reason, I think it's getting slightly delayed is the way that it looks. I mean, the rumors is I think Becky's might be backstage at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I think I've heard that, but I don't know if that means she's debuting.
Mm-hmm.
But
I want to say something about SmackDown because Big E's on SmackDown, right? Technically.
Yeah. Laughing with his kids.
Yeah, right. Corbin stealing his case.
Yeah, he's gonna beat the shit out of Corbin.
I don't think he's on SmackDown. I really think he's gonna cash in on Lashley. I'm not saying he's gonna cash in at SummerSlam, but I think it's gonna be him and Lashley. That's what I think.
Here's a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What would shock you more?
Mm-hmm.
Cena beats Reigns or Goldberg beats Lashley?
What would shock me more?
Yeah. What would leave you when we're watching the pay-per-view? What would leave you like?
I don't think either one of those. Well, I was gonna say that. I don't think either one of those guys are going to win. It would shock me more if Goldberg won, and I'll tell you why. Because he's in his contract's only 2 matches, if I'm not mistaken. So if he wins, what are they going to do? Unless his contract's been
he's
updated.
Contractually obligated for 2 matches a year,
right?
So,
and
that doesn't mean he can't wrestle more.
No, but he's 50-something years old. It would shock me more for him to win than Cena. Now, do I want him to win? Actually, probably not. Just because I don't want to see. I don't mind Lashley. Well, never mind. I take that back. I fucking hate Bobby Lashley. He's like a 2x4 in the ring.
Be gentle now.
I mean, I'm sorry. You guys can hate me if you want. I just don't like him. I absolutely love the Roman Reigns character. And he's not going to lose to Cena. Sorry. I want him to. So I want Cena to win, actually.
I think everybody kind of wants Cena to win, but the tougher part is what we've talked about is who beats Reigns. Like, you can't hold it forever, no matter how good you are. You know, Summer of Punk. You know, eventually he lost.
Let me ask this.
Every great champ eventually loses.
Yeah.
But I don't know who.
Karrion Kross is about to move up because he's going to lose Sunday.
Yeah, he's going to lose to Samoa Joe. Yeah, I could see that. Hey, FYI, with you talking NXT, I read this right before we came on. So, report came out as to why Vince released Bronson Reed.
Oh, you found this? Okay.
I found a report. He said Vince said he didn't love him in his dark matches, so he wasn't going to bring him up. And in his opinion, what was the point of having a wrestler that was not going to be on the main roster? That he was not planning on ever really calling up.
Okay, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. You ever watched that man wrestle? He's great. For a big man.
Let's just say one thing. Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Adam Cole's never come up, and Adam Cole is Mr. NXT. Now, I think they're bringing him up now because
Samoa Joe has literally signed an exclusive deal with NXT only.
Dude, he may regret that now after all this stuff coming out saying they're going to pre-tape shows, change the logo.
Good.
They've basically taken Triple H's balls and just went and put them to the side.
Yeah. What I was getting at before is who you said could dethrone Reigns. I'm not saying Karrion Kross will or could.
He's got the look.
But I'm still pissed off about his entrance. If he gets called up after Sunday, if his entrance is not like the NXT entrance, I'm going to lose my ever-loving mind.
Keith Lee's entrance has been fucked since he came out. They don't care. Hey, really quickly, too, shout out, prayers, obviously, glad to hear he's okay. The news broke this past week on why he was out for so long, and basically on death's doorstep. I will say, we talked about that on here, and I think me and you both agreed the entire time we felt there was something medically not right.
Yes.
Where he wasn't getting cleared.
Yes.
And he kept it very close to the vest, and then he came out with all that stuff this past week.
Mm-hmm.
They've got him working dark matches now, too. I think they're trying to see his conditioning, but prayers for Keith Lee, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Keith Lee.
Oh, what do we want to jump over to Raw now?
Oh, yeah, and KO returned and beat the shit out of Corbin, so thank you.
Love that. Love me some KO. Love that KO.
Yeah, let's go to Raw. I'm done with SmackDown.
Yes, Raw. Obviously, Raw was highlighted by RK Bro to begin it, RK Bro to end it. And I have finally come around on RK Bro. Not really necessarily Riddle, but I have come around on RK Bro.
Finally, huh?
Well, it's not Riddle that sold me on it. It's really not. It's the way that Orton has done it. It's the way that Orton has been able to do it.
I want to throw this comment up before, just to go back real quick.
It's not bad.
That's a great answer. The obvious answer is Drew McIntyre to dethrone Roman Reigns. That is...
He's got to beat Jinder Mahal first.
Oh, Jesus, get the hell out of here with that. I don't mind the storyline because everybody is kind of sick of McIntyre and Lashley. So, yeah, I think I like RK. I love Randy Orton. He's probably one of my top 5 of all time that I'd put him in my top 5 as far as personally liking him.
He's so good on the mic and his facial features and how he does. Even like you mentioned, when he came out the first time and he looked and you saw him look around the crowd and go, I missed every single one of you. And then when he was fighting Omos, what did he call him?
He's you stupid son of a bitch.
Only Orton can do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's the thing. How will that tag team work?
It'll work itself right to a title. I'm not calling a prediction. We'll do that later. What it'll do is it'll be like every other stable or tag team that Randy Orton has been in. it will eventually implode and end with an RKO. That's how it'll happen. Think about our rated RKO, Evolution. They all end with just
what was the
RKO?
What was with him and DiBiase and Rhodes? Legacy? Wasn't it Legacy?
Legacy that ended with an RKO.
Yeah.
That's how it will end.
Yeah.
That is what it'll do. I mean, I have finally come around on it, but I will, like I said, Orton is the one I think who solidified it for me. Like the whole, you have finally earned my respect, and then he hugged him.
Yeah.
And then I liked it.
Justin threw up Orton doesn't RKO. I'm going to be highly disappointed. Yeah, it's going to happen. It'll probably happen Saturday.
It'll be an RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Is what it'll be. It'll be something.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we'll get it. Like eventually, they're building it. It's kind of like we'll talk about this on AEW, but I fully believe that when Hangman Page does eventually fight Kenny Omega, whenever that is, Hangman will be the first person to ever to kick out of the one wing angle.
Yeah,
that's what I think. So I think they're building like he can't do the RKO, he can't do the RKO, kind of like they did with Lesnar, saying that he had to hit the RKO to beat him a few years ago.
Yeah,
and then he's gonna nail it, and they're gonna. I mean, I'm not. We'll predict later, but I mean, y'all know where I sit. I think.
Yeah.
But, dude, so is it just me? Okay.
Yeah.
Or are you so far over the Raw Women's title right now?
I mean, I didn't really even want to fucking talk about that tonight, but yeah, I am. First of all, I was okay with Charlotte beating Ripley. But that goes back to Nikki and her almost a superhero bullshit. But it was the night after Money in the Bank. That still weighs on me. Her beating Charlotte Flair, who, love her or hate her, she's probably one of the most decorated women wrestlers of all time. Already.
We both have agreed she'll break her dad's title record.
I mean, she's got what, 11? Is that right?
I think we counted 12 last time. Drop 12. It in the comments, y'all. Justin, you're in here, bro.
But yeah, it's just not.
It's not a good storyline.
It's just not there for me right now. If it was Charlotte and Rhea feuding again, maybe because it's. But even that.
No, I'm over that too. I think that it's got to break off.
I think can we? What show? Counting out NXT, obviously, because they got some strong women on there. Between Raw and SmackDown, who has the better women's talent right now? Meaning, if you were to watch, I'd say, yeah, me too. I think so.
But I'll tell you this: did it not show a glaring hole when Becky went on maternity leave? Sasha took her break.
Yeah,
and I think. I'm gonna have to get used to saying Supersonic X.
Yeah.
Stated that Asuka was taking some time down in Orlando. So you lost, and then Bayley gets hurt. So you lost 4 massive women wrestlers.
Yeah.
And it has shown, I feel, has really shown the weakness of the division.
Yeah. There's some girls down in NXT, or women that are down in NXT.
What's with the pen, bro?
That I could think. I was writing notes earlier. I was writing notes, not about our podcast tonight. But
I mean, they brought Tegan up. I like that.
I do like that.
We do know Scarlett's coming up.
I think Raquel Gonzalez could be great on the main roster. Dakota Kai. What Justin throw in here between Nikki being booked and go ahead, Steven.
Between Nikki being booked incredibly weak and fans still booing her, I feel so bad for her. Not to mention Rhea has been a forgotten third wheel. The focus is all about Charlotte as usual. Yeah. Now let's take this with a grain of salt. Love you, Justin. We know you hate Charlotte.
Yeah, we do. We do know.
We know you hate Charlotte with a fiery, burning passion. Not probably as much as I dislike Nia.
No.
That was the thing too. That probably didn't help for me on Raw. Is they tossed Nia in this match randomly too.
Yeah.
And Nia, the I can't wrestle.
There's women down there. There's women down there in NXT. Like I said, Raquel Gonzalez could be good. Dakota Kai could be good. Ember Moon could be good.
But she went up and went back
She
down
did.
because didn't know what to do with it.
And she got hurt too. She was out for a long time.
That's 3 big ones. Dakota Kai would be great.
Yeah.
Raquel Gonzalez would be.
Obviously,
she's probably on her way up.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when Becky Lynch and Bayley comes back, that's 2 A+.
Now Becky will be back before Bayley. Bayley's out for like over a year, isn't she?
Hold on. Justin threw a comment. Damn, Android Queen and her constant system updates. Talking about Charlotte. I love you, Justin.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we all have our wrestlers we dislike. I've always said I don't like how she gets shoehorned. Like, she doesn't ever seem to not be in the title picture.
Yeah. Go ahead and read this comment because you brought this up at the very end. You'll know why. You need to read it.
First, this is from Supersonic X. First, it was great with Becky Lynch. Then she passed the title to Asuka, and then it's a mess with Rhea and Charlotte. And it's a disaster with Nikki Ash. And there's your Asuka reference, guys. Asuka has been off TV for like 2 months. And Asuka still gets mentioned on this show every week.
Every week.
She will not be forgotten.
But to go back to our original point of am I tired of it? Yes. Mm-hmm. And we'll give predictions at a later time. But I'm just over it. I'm over it. Now, here's my highlight. One was RK Bro. I loved it. I think it just works. But here's my highlight because I predicted this, however many months ago. You
predicted it, I think, on the first or second episode ever. If you're saying what I think you're saying.
I said Damian Priest will hold a title. I don't remember when. I said this year, I think, actually, on the main roster. So it looks, at least it looks like that might happen on Saturday. Don't know for sure, but I love Damian Priest, dude. I think he's great. I don't think
when we were watching the match, didn't he punch his foot?
His shin.
He punched his shin when he tried to kick him.
Yeah, he did punch his shin.
I feel like that would hurt.
I feel like that would break your hand.
I can't disagree. It was a good take. And it has ended up, I mean, Sheamus is the epitome of a placeholder title holder.
Yep.
Like Vince knows I can trust Sheamus. I'll toss the title on him. He'll represent it well. And then until I find who I want to put it on next.
We talked about that the other day. About are you surprised that Sheamus is still relevant and holding titles?
All these years later.
Yeah.
I am. Mm-hmm. Can I just say I love that he says he's like, my gold. Like he's
my
gold.
Leprechaun. Like he's a leprechaun. Oh, God.
That's a big leprechaun. That's a big-ass leprechaun.
That's a big.
Don't take his gold.
Oh, man. His gold. But I love the Damian Priest angle right now. I think I like the feud with those two. I think it's a good matchup.
It's a good little mixture. I'm okay with it. So, I mean, yes, congratulations. And really quickly, before we jump off of Raw, I want to give a little bit of credit to WWE and say that they are finally booking Karrion Kross the way he should be booked.
Yeah.
Which is utterly
destructive
and completely dominant.
Yeah.
I
do want to talk. I
choke a motherfucker out.
Yeah, I did want to say that. First of all, Jeff Hardy shouldn't be beating him. I'm sorry. It shouldn't happen.
Well, he cheated to do it, so maybe that's I don't know.
I think if he's used right, he can be dominant.
He's got the look that they love, and they invested a ton in him in NXT.
He's got a great intro in NXT too.
Yeah. Yes. Keith Lee had a great one.
Oh Lord! What else on Raw? Except for the fact that if Monday Night Raw could be 2 hours instead of 3, it would be a lot better.
I could agree. I mean, I'll agree. I mean, 5 hours of wrestling for one network, it's a lot. It's a lot in the week. Mm-hmm. And we know that SmackDown tends to do better.
It has been.
Leprechauns will ruin your day, especially if they're wrestling leprechauns. Amen to that, Supersonic. Amen. He's an angry leprechaun.
He's an angry leprechaun.
Okay, let's go, man. So y'all may notice the pace is a little quicker. We got some announcements, and we really want to try to get you guys really involved here shortly and just open the floodgates and you guys pick what you want to talk about and just start dropping it in. So let's
So real quick, be thinking about that. In the last maybe 10, 15 minutes of our show, we're gonna open it up to you guys. So Justin, I keep wanting to call him noob. I want to do that
around, switch that around in your brain.
Start thinking about anything you guys want to talk about, and we'll bring it up on the show. So all right, let's get to AEW.
Yes, baby. What's funny is we technically speaking have several to cover.
Yeah.
So I mean AEW obviously. So let's just touch on a couple of the things. Last week, obviously Jericho beats Wardlow, which I think doesn't shock anybody.
No.
Right?
Zero.
Christian comes out as the number one contender and makes the challenge for the Impact title.
Yep.
Which we'll get to that in a second, which me and Adam joked and laughed. Is it not just a great statement at the state of Impact that two AEW wrestlers are fighting for the Impact title on AEW?
Yeah.
Not on Impact.
Not on Impact.
That title gets seen more on AEW than anywhere else. So, I mean, and then you had Darby. I mean, Darby wins easily. Orange got his butt kicked again. I mean, I don't know if anybody sells it any better. And Malachi kind of gives that good little scar into people.
Scar.
Dynamite was good. Let's get to Rampage though. Debut episode of Rampage, and it was
all I'm gonna say is
awesome.
It was fucking electric. It
was amazing. First match, great. Second match. I mean, the first match literally was a world title match.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, literally a world title match. It was awesome. I loved it. And then, I can't help, but love. I mean, Miro just freaking annihilating people on the daily.
Yeah, that match was short-lived.
Well, and let's not forget that Bronson Reed has officially called out Miro.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That would be an insane match, actually. I would love
he's only
to see
60
that.
days, right? No, he's 30. Bronson Reed's
he's
30
days.
He was NXT.
Yeah. So here's thoughts on what's happened in AEW. One, Steven started off as the AEW fan guy.
Today, Junior.
Because it does give off a WCW vibe to me. Still. It still does.
You know why that is? I figured it out.
Why?
Who is kind of like Mr. NWA/WCW back in the day?
Flair.
Think about it.
Ric Flair.
Who do you fight all the time?
Sting?
No.
Ricky Steamboat?
Come on. Come on. It's Dusty Rhodes.
Did you just do the bionic elbow to your mic?
Dude, I didn't mean to hit it, but I did.
Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes. And who's in charge? His son, Cody, who grew up
in the territories
of WCW.
I can see it on the marquee.
Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins on the marquee. But like, you think about that. Like, Cody's one of the executive VPs.
Yeah.
So he's going to run it the way that he saw his dad run WCW.
Yeah. Let me just say this. I'm not going to say slowly. I am steadily starting to enjoy. And I'll tell you what turned it. Rampage last week, it kind of is like, boom. It's like, oh. Because there's no doubt on AEW, there's some great. The Young Bucks, I think the Young Bucks are the greatest tag team in wrestling right now.
They are so good because I hate them so much. So they are such a great heel.
Here's a hot take for me. I don't think Kenny Omega is as good as everybody says he is. Look at Steve. If you could see Steven's eyes, if you're watching live, they're really big right now. I'm not saying he's not talented.
What?
Look, he's great. He's great. I just don't think. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is about him. I like him. But I'm not like, oh my God, I want to see. Like, if there's one person on AEW every week who you'd want to see, who is it? I can probably guess. It's between two.
For me?
Yes, it's pretty between Orange or Miro.
The third one. I mean, I'm super
Hangman.
pumped because Malachi's fighting next week, so I am
Like-
excited about Malachi.
Like for me, it'd be like Hangman.
Yeah.
Or I actually like the Young Bucks.
So is the banner true? Do you hate Kenny Omega?
I do not hate Kenny Omega.
The banners don't lie.
I didn't say I hated him.
For those who have toned in since the beginning, the banners don't lie. Adam hates Kenny Omega.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't know, man. I'm not going to even say overrated because I don't know. I just sometimes I'm like, man,
He's got to take a break.
that
so
might be it
beat up.
too. Maybe he's just been doing it. He's had 5 titles.
Like Kurt Angle now.
Yeah, but
he's so beat up. I mean, well, part of it is like the title collector. It's great, but man, at the same time, he is an older wrestler. You've got that's my issue. That's I think my issue with the Young Bucks match too. That match was ridiculous. And it's all the cheating to win, and it's great. But eventually, it hits a wall, and you have to let the good guy win.
Yeah,
it's how it works.
Yeah,
if you keep doing that, eventually you're going to wear the audience out. Like I would have loved the Jurassic Express to win it on Friday.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It was such a ridiculous match.
Yeah.
The better question is, what was the better match? The first one with Christian Cage or the Young Bucks? On Dynamite. I mean, it was so good. But I want to get to the other part too. Is what did you think of the Fifth Labor?
Yeah.
Were you surprised? I was surprised. You said you weren't. I was surprised that Jericho lost.
Yeah, I wasn't shocked because I don't think it's over yet.
Yeah, it's just there's this massive build, and then how he lost. Maybe that's it.
That might be it.
I mean, the forgetting you can't do the Judas effect.
Yeah.
FYI, entrance, one of the best of all time.
Oh, dude, it was insane.
Did you notice there was definitely a part in the song that the fans didn't know the words?
Did you see the one person?
Because they kind of mumbled.
Did you see the one fan that had poster boards of the lyrics?
Yep.
Holding them up. That was probably one of the coolest things I've seen, dude, honestly.
It'd have been funny if they hadn't sung for some reason and they popped the pyro like they were supposed to and everything, and nothing's happening. What I like too, though, is he looks genuinely excited every time he comes out to hear them do that.
Yeah.
I mean, every time.
Yeah. I mean, dude, how awesome would it be for you
for people to be singing you in? Oh.
And your music's not even playing.
I mean, it's awesome.
It
was great.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. Justin popped up earlier where he was talking about the TNT. No, it may have been Noob. I mean, not Noob. Supersonic. Where he was talking, there it is, about the Fuego del Sol.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was bad. Like to still give him the contract, because I laughed because they bring Miro out. Miro's like 12-0.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the most dominant wrestler right now in AEW. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they show his record, and then you bring out Fuego del Sol, who's like 1-45. So it's like you immediately know
1-59, dude.
Is it 1-59? I mean, you immediately know where that match is going. Like Miro's going to kill him.
Who's the one? Who's the one win? That's what I want to know.
Quick trivia question, Justin. Do you know who Fuego del Sol's one win is? Show us what you got, brother. I mean, but I like anytime Miro gets in the ring. I do.
Yeah. Oh, I do too. I
mean, and then on Dynamite last night, they had great setups coming. I mean, obviously you had the Arn Anderson, you had, knowing Malachi's going to fight, he's going to kill him too. By the way,
he's
will. Just going to freaking murder him.
Murder him, dude. I mean, it's going to happen.
You want to see a dead body? He'll show you a dead body. Justin says, "Hold on."
Just hold on. He's Googling as we speak.
But I mean, I just something about AEW, and then we have to talk about the fact that Rampage is tomorrow, right? And they're not going head to head with SmackDown. But let me ask you this fun trivia question. Okay, let's say that SmackDown's 7-9 and Rampage is 9-10, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Our time. What if Rampage was 8-9 tomorrow? which one are you watching in the time slot 8 to 9? Knowing what we think we know is going to
100%.
take place tomorrow.
It would be 100% Rampage.
I mean, for those who are not in the know, CM Punk has come out and he's trying to deny it, saying he's not going to be there. Like that came out the other day. They have been teasing CM Punk. People are finding like stuff on like Kenny Omega wore a Chick Magnet shirt. Chick Magnet is what CM standed for. CM Punk said that's what CM stands for. Like people are finding Easter eggs at this point to link it to happening.
Here's the other thing.
And it's going to be insane.
Too. They said it's the biggest crowd. It's the largest crowd that AEW's ever had. It's
at the United Center.
Yeah,
it's going to be. that music's going to hit. Someone posted something. Sent me a message.
So are you going to be watching this live tomorrow night?
Yeah.
So you know what's going to happen, right? As soon as that music hits, one of us is going to call each other and be going ape shit crazy.
Stamp, because you know what they said. So someone messaged me on Twitter today or the other day and said, "You know what's going to happen, right?" I said, "What?" He said that music, Cult of Personality, is going to hit, and out walks MJF, and it's going to be the biggest heat he has ever gotten.
Yeah.
But no, Punk's coming. I mean, even he tried to deny the whole Darby Allin best in the world thing. Darby Allin has tried to deny about CM Punk. CM Punk said that there's a lot of people who are best in the world. He considers Bryan Danielson one of the best in the world. He was trying to deflect. Obviously, we know that's coming at Arthur Ashe, in about a month or so.
Yeah.
But dude, I was so geeked up for Rampage, and FYI too, like we joked, TNT and TBS throwing some serious weight behind it. I mean, we were at lunch, and there was just commercial after commercial for Rampage.
That and the language they use on there, it's not.
You know, they pulled 750,000 on a Friday night at 9 on their debut episode.
And NXT pulled 654 this week. Yeah.
When you say this, so I have to mention this. Have you seen the picture rolling around of Bray Wyatt?
Yeah.
Shaved his beard?
Yeah.
Very weird looking.
Very weird looking.
You keep talking. I will find this.
I don't know why you brought that up, but that was pretty cool that you brought that up because it is very weird looking. I'm surprised that you didn't have that pulled up already. But
I just saw it, and I honestly didn't think it was him.
I think I don't want people to think that we're not WWE fans because we are. I'm really excited for SummerSlam. One, because they're trying to make it like WrestleMania. It's at Allegiant Stadium, isn't it? Is that where it's at?
SummerSlam? Yeah, it's at Allegiant. There is a mask mandate.
Who gives a shit?
They did say there's a mask mandate, and I think it did finally come out that they are not too concerned with Sasha and Bianca. Like that was a big thing. Was the Sasha and Bianca, and they've not really been available lately.
Yeah.
I mean, it's supposed to be. It's going to be their WrestleMania. All right, here we go, you guys. Here we go. So that's Bray. Everyone knows Bray. We love Bray, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bray's awesome. Here's Bray now. He looks like one of the Nasty Boys.
He does. He looks like... Speaking of Nasty Boys, now that you brought that up, you could have left Bray up, but I saw I think it's Brian Knobbs. He is in bad health. Like GoFundMe. I think he GoFundMe at $20,000. I think they raised like $18,000, but something with his stomach. So I'm not 100% sure on that. But I used to love the Nasty Boys. Did you like the Nasty Boys?
I didn't have well. They were WCW too for a while. I mean, I didn't have a problem with the Nasty Boys. I'm all for the chunky
people.
Wrestlers. All right, so we got about 10 minutes left on what we were thinking here. So let's see. Y'all have been very, very quiet the last little bit here. So let's test you guys because it's time. It's the fan forum time. We want to try this. We were talking about it today. I want y'all, like a couple weeks ago, we got into the whole top 5 wrestlers, and the thing just exploded with interaction. I want to see that. So I don't care. on my other podcast, I said, nothing is off limits. I want to clarify. Some things are because on my other podcast, someone asked me boxers or briefs. These boxers, if anyone is interested. But
nobody is
feel
interested.
free. It can be top 5 wrestlers. It can be questions about AEW, WWE, something that's just tickling your fancy that you want to put out there. This is y'all's time, man. This is when we're gonna go centric with you guys for about 10 minutes or so. And if it works, we'll expand it.
Yes, we agree. Supersonic shaved Bray Wyatt is definitely freaky.
He's working on a new character too. We're gonna kill a little time here while we wait for you guys to drop this stuff in. Mm-hmm. But he supposedly he's teasing like this really demonic looking character. That's another report. Freddie Prinze Jr. spoke on his release. Did you hear about this?
I didn't hear that.
So Freddie Prinze Jr. said he's still got friends, obviously, because he was a writer for years.
Yeah.
And he said what it was that Vince likes to throw money at things to fix things. Vince also likes you to do things his way. So if it's a match that doesn't get over with the fans, but he's happy with you, it's great. He's going to praise you. And the rumor was Bray was so protective of his character because what happened with the Wyatt family, he was so protective of the Fiend that he pushed back. And then the result was the loss in Saudi Arabia to Goldberg, the squash match of the Fiend, and then it was just downhill. And then we heard the reports saying they were super hot and cold anyway. But Freddie Prinze Jr. said that's what he thinks. Was that he pushed back, and Vince said, no, fuck this. That's my company. This is what we're doing. And at that point, it was kind of like, because that's a serious question I have, honestly. Is supposedly he asked for his release. You remember, like it was like they've come to terms on his release.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is it 90 days? Does anybody know? Could we have like a Malachi Black thing where he just pops up somewhere because we didn't know maybe it was 45 days?
Here's the other question. Does he end up in AEW? Cody
Rhodes talked about him. Cody Rhodes did talk about him and praised his creativity. The other thing, though, is I hate doing this. I hate being that person, but not every time someone's released it goes, are they going to AEW?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, we do it.
Mm-hmm.
There are other promotions that work. Braun Strowman's come out. He's like 19 days. Like something's happening with him. He's going somewhere. But it's like not everybody can go AEW.
What about Bray coming to AEW to take over the Dark Order?
I don't hate that. What about Bray coming in and joining the House of Dark, the House of Black?
I don't hate that either. I think
Malachi's not taking over the Dark Order. We that. We pitched that.
I just thought that Bray if Bray goes to AEW to take over for the Dark Order in memory of Brody Lee.
He could. I didn't think about that. I actually didn't make that connection for some reason in my head.
Yeah. But you could also bring in Rowan and
Ruby Riott did a teaser about her debut.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are speculating she's going to show up at the one at Arthur Ashe.
Yeah. I think that's a great spot for her.
It is. They need some injection into the women's division. It's not outside of Britt Baker and Statlander.
Yeah.
It's not great.
There's some other ones in there.
Jade Cargill's great, but she's not ready. There's a reason why she's not wrestling.
She's wrestling
Dark.
I'm pretty sure she's wrestling tomorrow.
She's wrestling Rampage tomorrow. She is.
Yeah.
Red Velvet's good. Yeah, but like star power wise, I think
it's Britt Baker.
Ruby brings a lot of talent.
It's Britt Baker though, dude.
Oh, it's Britt Baker. It's Rebel. It's Statlander. I do like who did she bring back? That was interesting.
Yeah,
the girl coming out and beating the tar out of her at the end. That's I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'll tune in. I'll see what happens there. I'm all for solid female wrestlers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like we've talked about, I love. I put on old Sasha Banks matches.
Let's talk about the fact, because we haven't talked about this, but how the fact that Eva Marie has a match, and all of those other people that was in that tweet. I can't remember. We both saw that tweet, but
here.
Find Find that tweet. What we're talking about is Eva Marie has a match at SummerSlam, and there was I don't know, a dozen people that should have had a match that didn't at SummerSlam.
Okay.
Did you find it?
Okay, here we go. Here, this is a short one. This isn't the one. This isn't the one.
Hey, Supersonic X, what did you mean? You said nope, but I do see Bray Wyatt appears out of nowhere. Did you mean nope to the Dark Order? Or nope to AEW? Or nope to what?
So basically it says the only one I can find is that Ava Marie has a match in Toni Storm, Shayna Baszler, Asuka. They don't.
Yeah, there was one.
There was a much more extensive list.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and it was Jamie Hayter. That is correct. There was a much larger list because it had the guys on there too, that weren't in the match.
There it is. Yeah, Jamie Hayter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, let's make our announcement, man.
Okay.
Want to do the announcement? We're tail end, y'all. I'm disappointed in you guys for it, but we'll pump it a little bit next time. We'll get some more.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. The announcements. So here's the deal, you guys. We have decided to flush you guys with a little bit more content.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have decided that we are going to do something a little different, but the same. We're going to do, basically, it's going to be called Turnbuckle Times 10 Count. So it's 10 minutes or less. Me and I are going to split up some of the shows, and we're going to give you guys instant feedback on the shows during the week. 2 or 3 short little 10-minute videos to bookend the episodes.
It could be breaking news things too as well.
Could. Releases, things like that. Gut reaction, knee-jerk reaction. We're excited about it. Yeah. So be on the lookout for them.
Yeah. It's Supersonic said no to the 90-day compete clause.
There you go.
I'm excited about these other videos that we're going to do. It's going to get more content out for us to help kind of try to build our following, which has been pretty good the last month, I'd say, as far as people reacting to us. But I think that's going to help to, I think more people are inclined to watch when more than once a week, when there's more going on, when there's more content going on. But yeah, I don't know when you want to start that. Hi, Becca.
She's a little hyped up. She just got back from her first middle school football game.
Oh, boy. I don't know when we're going to start it.
Yeah, we've kind of been knocking this around. I was going to do a lot with AEW or WWE. I'm going to try to do some of the AEW stuff, but like you said, we're going to flip-flop back and forth. There may be a week that Adam does all 3 of these videos and I do none, or there may be a week that I do 2 and he does 1. The whole purpose is whoever can get to the computer and give you guys this update, that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to give a little bit more content to you guys.
Justin just threw in, yay to more Turnbuckle Times, baby.
That's right, man. Y'all keep a lookout for it. We're really excited.
And also on it, I don't know, Steven probably won't go live. I might go live when I do mine. I'm not 100% sure yet either on that. Mainly because we're on Twitch now.
Yeah, we're still kinks out of that one.
If we don't go live, it's not going to be on Twitch. So
correct. You are correct, sir.
Correct. I just pulled a nose
You are
out.
correct.
But yeah, we're excited. We'll figure it out. I do want to say, I think at least we're going to try on Saturday at some point to do a SummerSlam preview. Maybe it's just running down the match card and giving our predictions. It might be a quick 15, 20-minute as well.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe
it might be watching it together as always.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we can't live stream that, obviously. So it's easier to give you guys a quick little one in the beginning than 10 o'clock after the show ends.
I mean, we could do it. We could both sit here at my computer and do it.
Yeah.
But
we're excited, man.
We are excited. Big weekend. Big closing of the week on tomorrow night with SmackDown and Rampage. Really interested in Rampage. And then, of course, big weekend, really, because you got SummerSlam and then you got NXT. So
I will tell you all this. I'm going to go on record right now to the people who are listening to this. If CM Punk debuts at Rampage tomorrow, you will get a little, maybe it's 5 minutes. You're going to get a reaction video from me. I guarantee it. If he comes out there and that pop happens, you're going to get some sort of reaction video from me. It'll be at 10 o'clock. It won't be live. It'll drop the next day, but it'll be there. I guarantee that.
Okay. You ready to get the fuck out of here?
Yeah,
ready to get the fuck out
of here, dude.
All right, everybody. It's fun.
Peace.
We'll see y'all next Thursday.
Yes,
same
at
time.
8.
See y'all.